Welcome back to the BOYS2MEN Podcast, where today we've got a very, very special guest. His name goes by Joe. And we're going to be talking about all things gym, fitness, and your personal brand.
All right, cool. So, Joe, thanks for coming on today. First guest, should be honoured. Do you mind just telling us a little bit about yourself and kind of your journey and kind of how you got into fitness?
Yeah, sure. So, obviously, I'm an online coach. I've been doing fitness for I've been doing fitness my whole life, but in terms of my professional career, I've been doing it for just over 7 years now.
Wow.
But funny thing is, I actually was doing personal training, like unqualified, like
Right.
Okay.
you know what I mean? So I was doing it just obviously friends, family, and then I ended up going into like some sort of work experience.
Okay.
I've done that for quite a while, to be fair. I think it was like 3 years. Yeah. And all of that was like unqualified. So if anything happened, I would have
Does that mean you got no insurance for it?
Yeah, no insurance, no nothing.
Okay.
But it was the place I was working at, that was their fault, so I wasn't right. So yeah, that's fine. But yeah, been doing that for a while. I got into it because, I've always been surrounded by fitness. Family's always been into fitness. I've been doing fitness my whole life. I used to do like, not only football, because that's where I like specialise in, but like, I used to do a little bit of like gymnastics. What else did I do? I tried tennis.
You're all round it like that.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that's what it really was, because I was doing a lot of things at a young age. I remember I went karate for a few sessions. I was just like,
Wii Sports as well.
yeah, video games.
Baseball, sports, little bowling.
Yeah.
Tennis is good on that, though, to be fair.
Yeah, the boxing's good on that as well. I can't lie.
I remember that. That was proper. I like that. But yeah, man. And then just obviously stayed into football. Took my football a little bit more serious, and then obviously soon realised that I wasn't good enough for that. So then, what actually happened was I was really skinny, and I'm short as well. So when it came to football, a lot of the coaches were like, right, you're a bit too small, you're too skinny, you need to be strong on the pitch.
Right.
So I started off going to the gym to get stronger and become a better footballer.
Right.
So that's what it was for.
Yeah.
Obviously I did. I got bigger, I got stronger,
Yeah.
and then obviously I found a passion for it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Next thing you know, I get too big for football. I'm not saying I'm like big or anything like that, but it's more like the position that I was in, it just made me too hefty. So like when I would turn, like as a winger, you have to be quite nimble. You need to be able to turn, twist, and that. And I got a little bit too much like that. So I thought to myself, right, am I going to go the gym route, or am I going to try and become a footballer?
Right.
And then I was like, all right, let's think. What can I do?
Yeah.
So at this point, were you that into the gym, or were you just doing it to get by for football? Like, were you starting to get more and more into it?
Yeah, I was.
How old were you at the time?
I was 15 or 16.
That's
Something like that.
That's when a lot of people start getting into the gym, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Initially.
Yeah. So I could. Do you know what it was? It was more like I could feel myself transitioning into the more gym stuff.
Yeah.
So first I was doing more like strength conditioning, like a lot of explosive stuff, all that stuff, whatever. And I was focusing on actually becoming a better footballer. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, why am I doing bicep curls? Why am I doing lateral curls? I'm working on my traps. I'm working on like all these little muscles, and it's more bodybuilding. And then I just ended up thinking, right, I'm not going to make it far in football anymore. I was playing for some semi-professional team at the time. Nothing was going to come for that. So I was like, right, let's just stop football. Let's go gym.
Wow. That's it.
Rest is history.
When you wanted to kind of focus on the gym, like, was it just like, okay, now I prioritise the gym, or did you hit a stage? Because in school, when like 6 or whatever, you're getting older, you're thinking, what am I going to do for a career? When did you know I could turn this into something? Right,
so I was influenced from a guy, and I always said this, I said this recently, I'm going to mention his name again, hope he doesn't, I'm sure he doesn't mind. Alex Sava, you may know him, he's from the area, but he was at Tottenham at the time. Strength conditioning, what was he sports scientist, strength conditioning coach. He came into the school and he had a little chat, and he was talking about everything he does at Tottenham. He went LA Galaxy, done a few other stuff, and that inspired me straight away. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be a sports scientist. So from there I was like, right, I'm going to do everything he done to get to the position where he is. So I done my A-levels, done P, this, that, whatever, got the work experience I needed. So that's when I was doing like all the voluntary unqualified stuff. And then went to university, got my sports and exercise science degree, And then I tried to become a sports scientist. I got all the qualifications, I've done everything. And then I literally had the title at one point, strength conditioning coach. And then lockdown came. And it kind of switched off a little bit. But also my vision kind of changed a little bit there as well. So yeah, that's that really.
Coming off that, you said about you did sport and exercise a degree. Do you think you needed that to do the career you're doing now?
Oof, see now, I would say I didn't need it, but it definitely helped me.
Okay.
It helped me in a way where I know all the biology, everything behind it. I know the biomechanics. I know, I know all of that. I know more than the average personal trainer.
Which allows you to do your job better, doesn't it?
So I can provide a better service, really. And if someone comes up to me in terms of like, oh, they've got an injury or they've done this or whatever it is, I will have a more clear understanding of what they need to do. So, I'll say, you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it, even though I could have just gone on YouTube and learnt myself. But
now you're like you've got the knowledge enough.
So I'm happy with it.
It's those little things as well that separate you from other personal trainers.
Did you have to do a PT course as well?
So I've done the PC course.
Or like a level 3, level 2?
Yeah, just a level 3 really. I didn't have to do. Obviously it comes with it, but it's the level 2 gym instructor, and then you get the level 3 with it as well. But
is that nutrition and stuff?
No, that's completely separate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so as a personal trainer, you're not actually allowed to give out meal plans or anything like that.
Is it?
Yeah, that's actually not allowed. But
I've got a lot of mates that
is that not allowed or like not recommended?
It's literally not allowed. You're not actually allowed to do. You're not licensed to do so. So what you're actually meant to do, as a personal trainer, you're allowed to. You're more of a nutrition advisor, so you can advise people on what to do. But in your disclaimers, you've got to write, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, whatever happens, blah, 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 whatever. So it's like that. That's what it's actually like. But people don't, like normal person, they just think, oh, who cares? Do that. So that's when,
careful.
So now obviously you've got your own like Instagram page, TikTok page, your own website as well, right? If I'm currently being refurbished. Okay. So, like, how have you found like building like your Instagram page or TikTok page? How do have you found like all three of those like intertwining it together for business?
When it comes to the content that I post, so I made quite a big mistake in the beginning. So I was just posting loads of random stuff, because you can either go down two routes. You can either go down the influencer route and make money from brands and sponsors and all that stuff, and that's tricky. That is really difficult, because you got to really show your personality there. You can sometimes fake it a little bit as well. You got to fake your personality. And I remember lockdown, I was popping off on TikTok. Like I was gaining. There was one day I gained like 10,000 followers in one day.
That's insane.
Wow, crazy.
Stupid.
Wow.
But the reason why was because I was putting on a fake personality, and I can admit that easily, because everyone knows that if you watch someone really fit, who can I think of?
Like Matt does fitness, something like that. Right?
Matt does fitness. He's not. I'm not saying he fakes his personality, but he what's the word? Where you like over exaggerate it. But you have to on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff.
Because otherwise it's quite saturated as well, right? So you've got to show yourself to be a bit different.
And you got to emulate what's already successful. And if this kind of group of people are successful, you got to make a way into it.
Exactly. So basically, I was getting down the route of influencer side of things. I got a brand deal. I'm with USN at the minute. Unbelievable. I was so happy about that.
Congratulations.
And then I was thinking more about business, and I was like, is this really what I want to do with influencer, this, that? And I was like, I don't really like the term influencer anyways. So I was like, look, I'm a coach. I'm not an influencer. I'm a personal trainer. I want to change people's lives. I want to be able to get them the results that they want. So I thought to myself, right, scrap all that fake bullshit. Am I allowed to say Sorry. And I was like, right, let's focus on business. So then my content switched to more educational stuff and more informative styles of teaching. So training tips, nutrition tips, more mindset stuff as well. Lately, I've been incorporating that. Ever since I've been doing that, like I've been getting more DMs about how I'm helping people, I'm inspiring people more, and I just get a better like.
I noticed that on your stories and likes and stuff, and I think that's a big thing like we want to talk about as well in our episodes. And I guess what I'd ask you is, if there are people who sometimes get stuck in a rut, so they'll go to the gym for a few weeks and start, what advice would you give them to kind of keep going and make a habit out of it?
Yeah, well, firstly, I would always ask them, well, what's your vision? I would always relate back to their vision and their values. And this is something I learned from my mentor not long ago. And it really resonated with me, and I've told so many other people, and it's helped them out as well. So I would say to them, right, what do you want to achieve in life? What's your vision and goal? Where do you want to be as your future self? And then they'll tell me, and I'll be like, right, so if you don't do this now, how is that going to affect your future self? Is it going to work? Can you link it together? And if they say no, then straight away they have a mindset switch, and then they manage to really go after it, and then they'll be like, all right, cool, let's get the work done. We've got to do it. And then obviously you're going to have to do a few other things to make that process easier. And it can be like lifestyle habits, and you can just incorporate those into your life. But other than that, it all starts in the mind, I would say. So it's all everything to do with mindset.
Because I've seen there's been a lot of stuff recently where it's like motivation will come and go, but consistency is something that's stable. So you shouldn't wait for those periods where I'm like, oh, I want to go gym. You should make yourself a habit on a daily basis or whatever. And that they say that's the best way to try and establish it as like a ritual or routine rather than you go when you're ready kind of thing.
Yeah, so true. I saw some, I don't know who was speaking on that recently, I saw it on Twitter or TikTok or something, and it's like, it's what you just said, it's motivation. Some days you can be motivated to go to the gym, maybe it's the first week after the new year. Maybe soon you got to be motivated, but if you're disciplined, you show up every day. There's no way you're not going to win. If you'll always show up.
I think linking to that, so like, we always talk about exercise being really important, like day to day. Like for you, why would you say the gym is important for young men in general? Like, what do you think the core behind it is for why it's important?
Me personally, I feel like as a not only just men but females as well. Just overall health is one because you want to just be able to. For example, you don't want to. Let's just say, I'm thinking of the most random thing right now. Imagine you trip up, If you're strong enough, you'll be able to catch yourself, hold yourself, and you won't smash your face. Whereas if you haven't got that upper body strength, you fall back, hit your face.
But you know what? Like that, it sounds silly, but that's genuinely
it sounds dumb. But not only that, it's just great for your mental stability as well. Just obviously you release hormones, they call it happy hormones when you exercise, you work out. After a workout, you feel great. So little things like that as well. But do you know what? Socially, people don't socialise enough. Going to the gym is wicked because you can go to the gym. Imagine every day you see your mates. Oh yes, what you saying? Blah blah. You're talking to them. Even if it's just a hello, it's better than sitting at home and just being on your phone scrolling.
So true.
That's why a lot of people are just. I feel like.
And everyone's there for the same reason as well. They're all there to make improve their body image, improve their mental state. So you're kind of vibing on a level where everyone's like.
I think I always like kind of knew I preferred going to the gym, but I think during like mid-pandemic lockdown, and everyone was doing home workouts. I need to get back and see you.
It was crazy.
Even with myself, so lockdown, I was training in my garage, basement, whatever it was, and then I'd stopped. I literally didn't train for about 3 months after. I literally flopped. I couldn't do it. I was like, mate, I can't stand doing one more press up. Couldn't stand doing it. Band workouts. Remember we were doing band workouts?
Mate, that crazy in that time. I was crazy.
I was like, I'm not doing it. I can't bother. And like mentally, I just crashed. But
Do you feel guilty on the days you don't go gym? Because there's that kind of I know that when people start going to the gym properly, on those off days they start feeling guilty, and I've noticed I've started doing that. Or even if I eat bad food for however long, I start getting to the mindset where I'm like, I start talking like a lot of negative self-talk.
I'll say when it comes to the training side, not as much, but when it comes to nutrition, but like for example, if I eat I love Krispy Kremes, my thing. So if I were to go Krispy Kremes tonight and I eat like 3 donuts, oh mate, I'm I'm pissed with myself. But when it comes to training, I'm not too fussed because I know I work out hard, I train hard in the gym. So if I miss the gym one day, I'll just be like, do you know what? Tomorrow we go again, we smash it.
That's it. And rest is a big part of that whole process.
Yeah. So like, I was meant to train today and I didn't. I'm not going to go gym tomorrow either. But think positively. Monday, I'm going to be fresh. Records, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do well. Yeah.
And then I guess as well, like for younger people, also people in general, doesn't matter what age you start, but how much did kind of gym help you with confidence in certain social situations, parents, everything?
To be fair, massively in a way. Well, one way was because of how I looked. When I was like really skinny at the time, I thought I was like inferior to everyone else, so I was always just like, alright, cool. And now I've gained a little bit of muscle and this and that. I'm not saying like I think I'm like, it's not like that. It's just more like I've worked hard for this. So I've put my body through serious stress. I can't. If I want something, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna talk to someone with confidence.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? That it helped me a lot, man. I remember I was back in university. I was going through a lot of interviews as well. In the beginning, I was really shy. And I was like to myself, wait a minute, I'm killing myself every day at the gym. Mentally, I'm strong enough to push through that last rep. How can I not answer a simple question?
Love that.
You know what I mean?
Our podcast last week was all about like ego and confidence and being self-assured, and they're all like they're all good qualities to have, because if you back yourself, then no one can take that away from you.
100%.
With do you have any? So this is more into the gym fluencing side of things. Do you have any top tips or tricks that you've learned? Without giving all your secrets away, do you have any like top tips that anyone that's looking into getting into gym influencing that they can use, they can copy from you?
Right. So I'll give my secrets away. Man.
Oh no, look at that.
So right. This is one thing I've done, and everyone does it. If they say they haven't done it, they're lying to your face. All right. So do this. Find someone who's in a very similar position to you. So for me, online coach. So I'll look at the best online coaches, the ones that are killing it, got all the clients, getting all the views, everything. Imagine, I'll be honest, I saw a video the other day, and it was, I forgot her name, but some girl, she was at the gym, in a gym environment, and she was talking about, right, if you want to grow your glutes, do these 3 exercises. And then she showed the exercises. Bye. That's it. This is what you do. You copy the exact same intro. You copy the same camera angle. You copy the same intro text. The same way she said it. The same music. The lighting, the camera angle, the style of how she's speaking, because there's obviously different styles of speaking. Is she like more like humorous, energetic, whatever it is. That, and also the duration. So the duration is actually like key. In TikTok, you probably know already, but and also I'll copy the sound. So all of that, you literally copy all of them, all of it.
They say that's the best way to grow, like to start off growth as well. You know, like emulate. So obviously put your own twist to it, your own little personality to it. But if you look at the 2 videos side by side, you're like, this is pretty much the same. It's the same idea, same camera angle, same everything, but it's you doing it instead. And then people like you more, or they can relate to you because your personality. Like, I like this guy. Follow. Boom.
That's working smart though. You know what?
It was.
It's working smart. That's what it is.
Would you get wound up if you saw another creator doing the same video that you did?
Back in the day, I used to get so angry. Like, there was this one guy, I'm not going to name him, but he's made it now. He's got like 1 million followers. He's popped off. Gymshark, everything, And it was in lockdown when you're doing workout challenges. So I used to sit down and I used to write down. I used to be like, right, let me think. Workout challenges, fitness challenges. And back in the day, it was like quite big in lockdown. So I remember I'd done a really good one. It was like a press up workout fitness challenge thing. I posted it. It got a decent amount of it. I remember, I think it got like 50k views, and that was good at the time. And then next thing you know, he posted the exact same video, exact same sound. Like I said, sound, text, literally exact same workout. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And it was like the icing on the cake, because he had way more likes, and he ended up just getting way more followers from it as well. So I was pissed off. But now I'm like, do you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't really care. I was like, look, it's a style of growing your accounts. Just do it. Everyone does it.
You've got to do what works.
Yeah.
Going back to the gym side of things now, would you recommend, because obviously a lot of skinny guys struggle to put on that weight, would you recommend in terms of kind of for them to bulk?
Yeah, because I need that, so give me all the tips you can. Like.
So when it comes to, I'll give you a few things. A lot of people, they don't eat enough of the right foods. So, quick example, imagine, obviously you want to get your protein in. Yeah. Instead of having chicken breast, have chicken thigh. Because the chicken thigh's got way more calories.
Yeah.
So you want to get like, you don't want to get foods that are too dense for the stomach and high calories. So loads of fat. I say up your fats, man. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you track your calories, or do you do your macros? I
used to, but now I kind of know everything. I don't really, and I'm not too precise. I don't need to be too precise with it, anyways. So yeah, if I'm more visual, so I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, okay, I'm getting a little bit chubby now. Yeah. Let's cut down the calories a little bit, not carbs. So yeah.
And then also, I guess for bulking, some people might, I guess, try and take a shortcut and do a dirty bulk, eat pizzas, etc. What's your thoughts on this kind of bulking?
I always go for this little saying. I say, if you want to feel like shit, then eat shit.
Yeah, we're all saying this.
So fuel yourself with good food and then you'll feel good. That's how it should work.
And then what would you say for kind of people who are doing a 9 to 5, struggle to get their calories in? Are you an advocate for meal preps?
Yeah, I mean, it can help. Everyone's different. When I'm like super busy, I remember back in the day at university, I was just assignment after assignment. Yeah. So every Sunday, and I was trying to pack on a bit of muscle as well, so I was bulking a little bit. Every Sunday, I would make two different meals. So it was, I think one of them was the salmon one, salmon, sweet potato, and whatever it was, so a little bit of veg, and then the other one was like just a normal chicken thigh one with rice or quinoa, I forgot what it was. Nice. And literally I'll just make loads of it, freeze it the night before, get it out, put it in the freezer, let it defrost, and I'll eat it. And not gonna like work because it was I've tracked it, it was quick. Yeah. So yeah, cool. If it works for you and that's the best way for you to stay on track, then yeah, I think it's a great way to get the calories in. Even with weight loss, simple, man. You've got it there, eat it, done. That's your meal done for the day.
It kind of relates to what we were saying about showing up and discipline, because obviously I've been trying to bulk and some days I get my 3,000 calories in whatever, but some days if I'm back to back with meetings at work, I struggle to be consistent.
But then that's where I go again to the point where I say gradually build your way up to it. So don't just go from, imagine you're someone who usually eats 2,000 calories a day. I would never ever say, right, you're 2,000 calories a day so far, roughly. 3,500. Nah, no way. They ain't gonna be able to pocket that. Yeah. They're gonna be feeling like shit. So what I'll do is, imagine they're 2,000. I'll say, do you know what? Today, actually try and track 2,300. Let's just see how it goes. I had a little bit of constipation, whatever, you know what I mean? Or my stomach's hurting. All right, let's have a look at what food's done it. And then you check the foods that done it. All right, try again with this change. Oh, I felt better now. All right, let's bump it up 2,500, 2,800. Because you got to remember, you got your whole life to live. Why are you going to try and rush so quickly? That's another thing.
Yeah.
So just enjoy the process. Enjoy the process, do it properly, and then eventually, bang, you're sorted. You don't have to change anything again, and also you'll be more sustainable. So you can keep it going. You won't be so inconsistent with what you're doing.
I was just about to say fake natties. I'm just about to ask you your opinion.
Do you know anyone that has taken, or have you seen anyone in the gym that you know has been on steroids?
I know people at the gym I'm at who are on it and they're lying.
That's the thing that winds me up when you see fake natties, and it's like, just admit what you're doing. Like there's no shame. You're still working out. You're still doing the hard stuff.
Just admit it.
But don't lie about it.
I mean, me personally, I don't have a problem with it. If you want to take steroids, take it. I don't care, but just don't lie. And do you know where it really does my head? It's when they're trying to sell something. So when they're trying to make money off these people, and you're fake natty. That's
why I look at Liver King recently.
So him, I have no respect to Liver King.
Because
no respect.
He's scamming people.
And what? So okay, he's trying to play the nice guy now. Oh, what's that all about? What? Just because you got caught out? If he didn't get caught out, he would still be lying to everyone's face.
True. Yeah.
So no respect to him, man. If I was, I don't know how or whatever, but like if there was a way to sue him, I'll figure out a way to see it because I hate
Just
it.
chatting shit.
And the worst part about it is most people don't even get it from the proper like place. So it's like 50% of it can be like, let's just say testosterone, and the other 50% is just full of
shit.
Whatever the hell.
Oh, it's scary when you think about it.
So it's like it won't even work properly. So
all that for nothing. They pay a lot of money. They get injections up the bum for that.
Yeah, so true.
Also, like when you stop, like I swear you can just get like tits and stuff because like it just becomes excess fat.
You have to do a coming off cycle.
Yeah,
So you do,
how it
yeah,
is.
so you do the cycle. Then you do not from me. No, I just know. But you do you got because otherwise your testosterone will just be like your body's naturally not been producing it for X amount of time.
Yeah.
So it will just falls out apparently. So
there's a balance between your estrogen and testosterone. And you've got to balance it out. But I mean, look, if I were to ever go on it, I'll tell everyone. I don't care.
We've talked quite a bit about like your fitness journey. Now I wanted to ask about your social media journey. And did you find it difficult going into the content creation? Because obviously it's one thing doing all the workouts, but there's the other thing, recording them and editing everything. Did you find that difficult initially, or do you enjoy the technical side of being an online presence?
Yeah, so when I was really young, I actually started making content. So I think it was like 10 or 12, I don't remember. But I remember I was in just started year 7. And how old are you?
Like 11 then, aren't you? 11,
Is
12.
it 11? Yeah, 11, 12, there we go. Yeah, so I used to play a lot of video games, Call of Duty, whatever. And I got a thing, I think it was called HD PVR. I don't know, does any of you remember what that is? Yeah,
What's it called?
So it's a thing where you plug it in your Xbox and you plug it in your laptop and then you download the HD PVR software and then you can click record and it gets the screen.
Perfect.
Elgato Gaming.
There we go, Elgato was the other one. That was the better one. That was like the new one. But I couldn't afford that, so I got the HD PVR. Anyway, so I used to film like videos, this and that, me doing like trick shots on like Rust and this and that. On Rust. Like quick scoping. So I used to make videos, montages, and then at the time, I remember I was using a software called Sony Vegas, and that was on my laptop. And I used to learn how to edit, I was cropping, this and that. It was very basic. But how I learned was from literally just going on YouTube. I remember I was literally like 12, 13 years old, and I would search how to add a flash transition. And I would learn.
watching tutorials, innit?
Yeah, and I was watching tutorials, and it was all from YouTube. And then I remember that I wanted to become a little bit better because I saw like FaZe and all of them lot do it, and the way they're editing was sick. So I was be like, how to do MW2 montage editing style, and I was learning how to do it.
You got that at the start,
So then I was doing it because obviously you're young, you got a lot of free time. So I was editing this and that, whatever. And then I remember I started doing more real life content as well. So I remember I made like a film with my sister once. That's hidden away, no one's seen that.
And when you get married, it's going to come out.
Probably. And then we made a film, all the editing was quite good, man, I'll be honest. And then so when I transitioned into like the content that I create today, it was never really a struggle. I always used to like filming, getting different camera angles and just editing really. But
it's part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good. I liked it, and I think that's what's made my journey a lot easier. Well, I'm still doing personal training, and I'm eventually, I don't know how long it will take me, but eventually I'll become an online coach officially, like full time. But in terms of the cons for as a personal trainer, it'll be, do you know what it is? It's the hours, working hours. You can start at 5 a.m, be back to back, finish at like, let's just say like, finish at 11 a.m, go home, have a little breather, eat some food, chill, do your own workout if you want. Next thing you know, you've got another 3-4 clients at like 6, 7, 8, 9. And then next thing you know, you finish at 10 o'clock. What do you have to do? You have to go home, have a shower. Next thing you know, you wake up, you're back in the gym. And it gets really repetitive.
7 days a week, right? So it's like,
you can if you want. I mean, that was the mistake I made in the beginning. I was just like, right, I need to take everyone on. I need to do all the hours in the week. And then I was like, you know what? I'm killing myself. I burnt out, like last year, I must have burnt out. When I say burnt out, twice in a year. And when I say burnt out, I mean mashed. Not just little burnt, like, you know when people talk about, oh, are you burnt out? No, like, I mean seriously burnt. I couldn't work for
they say,
like...
Yeah, I was just going to say, they say that a proper burnout takes up to 3 months to recover fully from a burnout.
I was mad. I couldn't train properly. I lost my appetite. Sleep was awful. Just everything about it was just dead. And I remember even just my physique just flopped. So I basically
because this was out, wasn't it? So if this is out, then the rest of your body's going to be gone.
Yeah, so I would say if you're a personal trainer or you're starting personal training, don't get too caught up on like the money, because you're gonna make a lot of money quick. All right, if you're good and you know how to market yourself and get referrals.
To wrap off today, I wanted to ask, what's your next steps in your fitness and in your influencer journey?
I would say it's got to be, well, I want to stay consistent with what I'm doing still. So I'm going to keep this going for a while. I'm definitely going to transition more over to the business side of things. So you probably won't see as much like influencer content on my pages anymore. maybe later on when my business starts booming a little bit and I'm a little bit more stable. But more online stuff.
Okay.
I think in terms of the PT world, slowly that's going to start dying off, like in-person PT. And then I just want to be pure online. I want to be able to travel my own time. I want to be able to work here, there, whatever. I don't want to work the hours anymore. I want freedom. That's literally
come to Dubai.
Bro. I want all of that. I want all that freedom. So if I can do that and I just keep grafting on the online stuff, then I'm good. So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts now. It's growing. All the names is JP Zeus_, or you can just search my name, just Joe Papadopoulos, long name. But yeah, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Cheers, guys. See you soon.